So bandits have struck again in Niger State again, and this time around they have abducted farmers, 20 of them, including pregnant women, in a community in Niger State, days after the St. Mary school kidnapping. Now let's see what is going to happen to these bandits now that the Senate has signed into law that all crimes of banditry and kidnapping from now on will attract the death penalty. Let's see what's going to happen to these new bandits, if they will even be caught and arrested and then tried and made to face the death penalty. The news says bandits abduct 20 farmers, including pregnant women, in Niger State community days after St. Mary school kidnappings. 5 days after the abduction of over 300 St. Mary Catholic school children in Niger State, another tragedy has unfolded as 20 farmers, including pregnant women, were taken from their farmlands during a routine harvest. These guys just went to the farmland to harvest their crops that they have worked so hard for. Time to harvest, they went to harvest, and now they have been kidnapped. Farmers, you cannot farm again in Nigeria. Farm is not safe, school is not safe, church not safe, roads not safe. Where is next? Where is next? I've been saying it. I've been asking, where is next? These guys are coming. That wherever you are, it's becoming obvious that wherever you are just not safe as far as you're in Nigeria. Bandits reportedly kidnapped 20 farmers, among them 4 pregnant women. 4, not even 1. Oh my God. 4 pregnant women. That means these people must have been targeted. They must have seen these women, 4 of them. They must have been their targets. 4 pregnant women and several children in Unguwankao, Arena ward of Shiroro local government area of Niger State. Daily Trust reported that the victims were abducted from their farm at about 4 p.m. on Wednesday, November 26, while harvesting rice. One resident who spoke on condition of anonymity said his nephew was among those kidnapped. He stated that the farm is located just about 500 meters from Arena town, where a military camp is situated. It tells you that these guys, they don't fear no bagger. They don't fear nobody. Whether it's the police, the navy, whatever. Just 20 miles where a military camp is situated. That is where this kidnapping now happened. 20 farmers and 4 pregnant women. Among the 20 farmers were 4 pregnant women. When contacted, the spokesperson of the Niger State Police Command, SP Wasiu Abiodun, said he would verify the report. Okay. The attack follows the abduction of hundreds of students, pupils, and staff members of St. Mary Secondary and Primary School in Papiri, Agwara local government area. Remember, the school was attacked recently where they kidnapped some school children, right? That was also in Niger State. Armed men reportedly invaded the Papiri community during school hours, overwhelming the area and taking away the victims in a coordinated raid. Residents said the attackers arrived in large numbers, causing panic as teachers and pupils scrambled for safety. The gunmen forced many into waiting vehicles, while others were reportedly taken away on motorcycles. The ones that couldn't fit into the vehicle, these guys take them away in motorcycles. Wow. And yet nothing has happened to them. The incident sparked immediate outreach, with parents and community members flooding the school premises searching desperately for their missing children. However, on Sunday, the school authorities announced the return of at least 50 of the victims. So at least that's good news on that one. At least some good news from that end. If you notice, recently, some, if not most of the persons that have been kidnapped, they have been rescued. After Trump made that threat to invade Nigeria, some of you are saying that that threat was for nothing. Since that threat, these guys have been striking, and the government now have been going the extra mile to rescue these victims. Before, they will sweep it under the carpet, pretend like nothing happened. And even when it's obvious that something happened, even when the news is out there, they do nothing to rescue these people. But now a lot of rescue has been going on. When was the last time you heard that people were kidnapped and within a few days, students, young persons, they were rescued? When was the last time you heard that? But since Trump made that threat to invade Nigeria, to come with his military men and take care of things, if Tinubu doesn't do that, we have been seeing results. Things are beginning to change. On top of that, Senate has also passed a law on kidnapping and banditry that they now attract death penalty. So you can see that yes, things are really changing. That threat is bringing results finally. It was not for nothing after all. And let's hope that we'll continue to see more changes as time goes on. Things will continue to get better. But the major thing is prevention. As it stands right now, it looks like the government has done next to nothing in preventing this thing from happening in the first place. These guys, they have grown so wild. Their number has increased. They have become stronger than ever.